Hi, Philip from TW White & Sons. We're fortunate enough to acquire this beautiful Suzuki Swift 1.4 Boosterjet Hybrid Sport 5-door, finished in like a super black metallic. It was registered the 17th of July 2020. It's done just about 10,300 miles, which we'll clarify in a minute. This car's in wonderful condition. Sorry about background noise. Really nice car. Will come with 12 months minimum Suzuki approved warranty, but comes with these polished alloy wheels, keyless entry, privacy glass. Now from memory, these are about 129 horsepower, 129 PS, rests to 62 in about 9.1 seconds. Top speed around 130 and a combined cycle MPG of around 50.4, I think, from memory. Swift Sport, great car, lovely colour, great condition. 60/40 split rear seat system, load area covers all in line, all there with these string fixings here, all in place. Hardly any marks in the interior plastics or the rear bumper. This car's in great condition. Underneath here, you've got all the pump kit, etc. It's so clean, this. All we've done is wash this car. We've not valeted it. Gives you an indication as to how this vehicle's been looked after really well. Absence of scuffing on the alloys. As I said earlier, it comes with 12 months Suzuki approved warranty, encapsulating 12 months roadside assistance. At TW White & Sons, we take any vehicle in part exchange. We will be happy. We are as competitive as any of the online companies that advertise on national television or indeed on the web. Those that wish to buy your car. So we'd be delighted to take your part exchange in against this or any of our other pre-owned vehicles, and we will be as competitive as anybody else. So it's a one-stop shop dealing with us, whilst we're able to offer you exemplary standards of customer service. Got this really nice sports seats here, really well spec car, electric windows all round with auto touch facility on the driver's window, electric power folding door mirrors. It's actually kept all the original carpet mats in here, but let's have a look inside. Engine stop start button. You've got controls here for traction control, lane departure warning system, so it's really high spec. It warns you when you're veering out of lane. Smart city brake support, very useful for town driving. Keyless entry, keyless start. So I brought the keys in, foot on the clutch, press the engine stop start button, here we are. Great spec vehicle. Let's just wait for things to warm up. Whilst we're doing that, you've got this beautiful sort of red, almost like carbon fibre fascia panel, dashboard panel here running the length of the dash. Really nice, and that sort of effect, fading effect on the trim here, which is lovely. It transports itself down to the center console and on the armrests here. So let's look at this first off. On the left hand side you've got tachometer, temperature gauge underneath. Centre you've got central display confirming the mileage at 10,656 miles. On the right hand side you've got speedo and fuel gauge. Very clear. Here, multifunction steering wheel where you've got an info button which changes elements of this central display. So we'll do that in a second, but on the left hand side here you've got the info button, you've got stereo mode controls. Underneath here, integrated Bluetooth with voice control, lane departure and cruise control, which is an intelligent radar cruise control that senses vehicles in front of you and slows the car down as appropriate. So it's a really good safety feature, actually, in manner of speaking. Wipers are all here, where you've got variable speed on the intermittent, rear wiper as well, all concentrated on one stalk. Left hand side, indicators and lights with auto lights, front and rear fog lamps as well, all concentrated on one stalk. So it's really well laid out. Center console here, 12 volt power socketry, USB socketry, cup holders, a wonderful 6-speed manual gearbox. You've got this lovely gear lever gaiter here, stitched in red, handbrake here, air conditioning switches here, which is automatic climate control. So you press auto and it will direct the air and adjust the fan speeds as it's doing now according to the internal temperature of the vehicle. So you got AC on and it's doing it all for you. Some people love that. They just dial in the temperature, hit auto, comes up auto there in the display, and it keeps a constant temperature at that level. However, there are those people that prefer to operate things manually. So to come off the automatic, you just turn this and that takes it off the auto setting. But you'll see you've got switches here for recirculation and taking air from the outside in. Taking air from the outside in is the preferable setting. Air conditioning switch, like so. Off button, mode, where you want the air to go, you see. Every time I press that, it's changing the direction of the air. Or you just press auto. As I said, does it all for you. Main screen, which we'll come back to later. But here, as I was saying, left hand side tachometer, central display, right hand side speedo with fuel gauge, and here you've got this info button, which if I press shows 3 mpg. Obviously it's done more than that. The combined WLTP fuel consumption is 50.4, so it's only because it's been driven around the workshop that it's showing such a low range. But here you've got fuel saving statistics. It's got stop start facility, so it shows you your statistics there. Total idle stop time, total idle fuel save, clock, motion front and rear, torque and power statistics, acceleration, braking, boost because it's got a little turbocharger. You've got integrated storage generator there because it's hybrid, so any power through deceleration or braking is captured by the ISG and then goes to a battery, which helps power some of the vehicle's electrical systems. Really good system. Digital readout on the speedo and blank. If I keep my finger on this blank screen here, you get into the vehicle's mainframe here, i.e. what preferential settings you can set up on this vehicle. Door locks, lights, how you read the fuel economy, tyre pressure monitoring system there, got traffic sign recognition, display item, default, etc. back, and the distance in units. A great spec vehicle. So just to summarise what we've been talking about so far on this vehicle: Sport 1.4 Boosterjet Sport, hybrid vehicle, develops 129 brake horsepower around that figure, reaches a top speed around 130, rests to 62 in about 9 seconds, and a combined fuel economy of around 50.4. It's a really fun car to drive, this. You've got adaptive radar cruise control, integrated Bluetooth, lane departure warning, smart city brake support, all the features that you would hope for on a vehicle of this level. What's impressive about it, however, is the way in which it's finished, which is outstanding. You know, Japanese technology at its very best, and this sort of is at the pinnacle of the performance arm of the Suzuki Swift. So here we've got this touch screen. Let me just turn this down because it's getting a little bit hot in here. So you've got here this in-car entertainment center. So if I press this, you'll see it's got stuff, it's all touchscreen. You see it's got stuff like 6 presets per waveband, AM, FM and DAB. We're currently on DAB. If you want to go into any sub menus, you just press the cog button. That is applicable to all the source settings on this vehicle. So you got sub menu, brings up stuff like sound settings, bass, treble, fader, balance, equalizer presets, you know, what type of music you're listening to. You can either have flat, which is no equalizer, or if you're listening to rock, you can flip it into rock mode. Classical, you can put it in there. Back button, it's simple. Speed dependent volume control will adjust the sound level to compensate for any road or engine noise. Home screen, satellite navigation. Again, this is what the map looks like. Let's have a look at this. There's the map. Sub menu there, route options, guidance and map settings, position and GPS info, points of interest, geo coordinate format, etc. So coming back to this nav here, you just pump in the address where you want to go, etc. Back button, points of interest search, points of interest nearby. This is always a good one. Banking and if you want to find a teller machine, get some cash out, you know, highlight which one you want to go to, execute the command. The sat nav will help you get there. Home screen, integrated Bluetooth with voice control. Again, another sub menu here where you can set up preferences. Home screen, smartphone linkage. This is what I like about this car. It's got smartphone linkage. You plug your phone in using the USB, brings up all your icons on screen. So in other words, it's got Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. But simply that means it gives you another arm to your music library. If you subscribe to Spotify, it will integrate with this system. If you subscribe to, not subscribe, but if you've downloaded Waze navigation, which is an excellent sat nav program, warning of potholes, etc. A lot of people, millions of people are using it in the UK. You can get Waze navigation on screen. Frankly, you know, I drive a different make of car, I use Waze navigation all the time. The advantage with it is it does warn you of potholes, any stopped vehicles, accidents, etc. And it's a constant live update. But brilliant system. Again, on smartphone, you can go into a sub menu there. You've also got camera with parking sensors, and not only have you got the camera here, you've also got the warning on the front here, how close you are to an object. Really great. So big fan of this car. It's really nippy. You have to drive it to appreciate it. Look at the car's condition, packed full of loads of features, and this one's in excellent condition. 10,656 miles, been through the workshop, ready to go. Just a really nice vehicle and been really well looked over. I do believe it's a couple of owners. That's largely irrelevant because whoever's owned this vehicle has looked after it in the best way possible and should be commended for the way in which it's been maintained. As I said before, we'll come with 12 months Suzuki approved warranty, encapsulating 12 months roadside assistance. There it is, the Suzuki Swift Sport, 5-door, finished in super black metallic, done 10,000, just over 10,000 miles. Great condition car. If you want to find out more about this lovely vehicle, please go onto our website, which is www.twhiteandsons.co.uk. Thanks for watching.